So it's time for another model, and this time it's, again, the Enterprise NX-01. This one, however, is a 1 in 1000 scale. The reason why I got this one is because it actually has a secondary ability of becoming the NX-01 Refit. This guy. Which is something that actually, I guess, never appeared on the show. It was designed, and then I guess the show got canceled, so it was never actually used. But regardless, I picked this one up because I thought it might actually be fun to sort of have that one represented, and it is another form of the Enterprise, and it does technically exist. So I went ahead and made it. I'd say that like the design idea is cool, and it definitely has like reminiscent properties to like the original Enterprise, but we'll go over that when I get it together. It's a 1 in 1000 scale ship, so it's significantly bigger than the other NX-01 that I've made, but otherwise I'd say that it's pretty much the same ship, except for when you sort of turn it over, because then you have the secondary hull, which is laughably tiny compared to the rest of the ship, but I like the way that they designed it. It's very old school, and I appreciate that. It's just so freaking small. But I think the thing that I like about the ship the most is just the way that the nacelles and their pylons sort of come down, and they intersect with these impulse engines, and they're sort of extensions from the actual saucer section of the ship. It's a cool design. I do like that it certainly takes a lot of cues, like it's got these little antennae on top of the nacelle ports, and the shaping of the deflector dish, as well as just the overall look of it, and even the color that they used. This isn't exactly the right color, but I went for a slightly more like in between metallic look. But otherwise, I'd say that it's a pretty cool model. The shape of it and design of it are what I really appreciate. What I didn't really appreciate was the build quality of this one. I've made some 34 odd models over the past couple months, and this one, the build quality, it wasn't there. Like, I had the hardest amount of time getting certain pieces to actually fit together, and I know there's supposed to be some gap, but like I couldn't even get that to clip together, let alone get this to come as close as it should actually be. Even like there's separation between the secondary hull and the saucer section, and then just like the way that this whole area is designed, it didn't work well. And then the nacelles themselves are super weak, and it told me to build these a certain way, but then the pieces weren't even there. It's just kind of ridiculous. It's a little bit of a joke. Like, there's no reason why there's so much of a gap in between these, and it's like I could have used filler, but I didn't. The ship is so small and so detailed on the actual structure of the body that if I'd done so, I would have lost a lot of that detail in the process. Regardless, I still made the ship, and I still tried to make it as well as I could. It's a nice ship, and it will look perfectly fine flying up against all the rest of those. But anyway, I kind of wish that I'd seen this ship in the actual show. I'm going to be watching Enterprise shortly, so we'll sort of see what's going on there. And because I don't really know much about that show aside from like the first season, I believe, and maybe like a couple key episodes here and there. But otherwise, let me know what you think about this ship and this design. Do you prefer the the refit design, or do you like the actual original sort of look to it? I like the fact that like you can look at it this way, and aside from missing like that little pylon in the back, it looks like the original, but then turn it this way, oh, new, old, new, old, new. Anyway, see you guys later. Bye bye.